What the fuck was that?
What?
Hi guys, bit of an impromptu video here because I've just watched the first 4 episodes of season 5 of Stranger Things, so let's talk about it. Now I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit worried going into season 5. I mean, I was worried how much they were spoiling, and to be honest, most of the stuff in the trailer was from these first 4 episodes, which was a really nice surprise. When we kicked off with episode 1, I was really worried. I mean, I can see what the Duffer Brothers are doing. They have established the end of season 4, gone to the writer's room and realized, oh, we cannot start the season in this state. So a lot of the ending of season 4 is undone. But they've pretty much taped over the holes that were made when the Upside Down came through. When I saw that, I assumed that season 5 would pretty much be all out war. Well, there's no way they can make an entire season out of that. It's going to be over in 1 or 2 episodes. So they've reset a few things. So to start with, yes, Hawkins is under quarantine, but the Upside Down didn't really come through. I mean, there is a base over a gate, but the ash is not falling anymore. As most people predicted, yes, the sister character did have a bigger role in these first 4 episodes. They did recast the actress, so we all saw that coming, and she looks weird. Sorry, she does look weird.
Weird, buddy. You're weird!
One thing I predicted was they were going to do the Max arc, but for Dustin this time after Eddie's death, and they kind of do that. Dustin is clearly a lot more angry in this season. He's clearly grown up and is having to deal with a lot of shit. And to be honest, as much as I admire this, it did put a dour tone on the first 4 episodes. Like, Steve and Dustin are just not getting on at all. Dustin is very standoffish to everyone else. And when Dustin is the constant ray of light like he was in the first 4 seasons, it's quite difficult to get your head around that. It's like when Tony Stark goes bad in Civil War. It's a bit of a change. To be honest, I felt the setup to the world in the first 20 minutes was very clunky. As I said, pretty much taping over all the holes that were made at the end of season 4 seemed very odd. But the first episode does get interested in the last 10 minutes, which was good. And I am glad they got the plot set up straight away, but like I said, it's the same problem with season 3 where there is no mystery. They had to reset the mystery because they've already defeated Vecna. Vecna is capturing 4 people in the previous season, but in this one he's capturing kids, and they have to reset that whole mystery. However, what I will say is that at least they have a mystery in this one. For a second there, I was worried they weren't going to have a mystery like in season 3, but there is actually a mystery, which I did like. We get Demogorgon's sight, which just reminded me of Alien 3, it's fine. And there is some fun plot beats, like Robin telling everyone where to go through the radio, that was good fun. The setup is clunky, but it is nice to be back with these characters because they are very likeable. Also, real quick, just kill off Nancy's parents. Who cares? Just kill them off.
I ain't seen nothing. Matter of fact, I'm blind in my left eye.
And I think we can all agree that Jamie Campbell Bower looked absolutely hilarious in the outfit. It reminded me of Oppenheimer. Now, there's quite a bit of dumb stuff and some sort of boring stuff in the middle of episode 2 and 3, like Robin's plan with Will. It's just that accomplishing that plan, just them two, is such a bad idea. If something goes wrong, they are screwed. The scene with Lucas and Max just felt like the I Need a Doctor music video with Eminem and Dr. Dre.
Get up, Dre! I'm dying! I need you! Come back for fuck's sake!
And Jonathan and Steve have beef, but again, all this stuff, it's all kind of cute interactions, but it's not very interesting. And to be honest, it's very odd that Steve is going to propose to Nancy, even though they clearly don't like each other anymore. And even though Dustin has the main problem of being too standoffish, I did feel like that with most of the characters, that no one was really talking to each other. It was all, get the plot moving, get the plot moving. And before I do get to the crazy stuff, I do have to establish the biggest problem with these first 4 episodes, is that they are retreading season 4's story so much that there's not much character development. It's all plot. And the problem is it's retreading a lot of season 4 ground. Now, they're obviously saying, oh, is Vecna alive? Is he dead? We know he's alive. He's in the first 5 minutes. I know it's a flashback, but you're not going to put it in if he's dead. Also, we've seen it in the trailer. And you're not learning anything about Vecna. I did say it's good to have a mystery, but unfortunately, to get that mystery going, there is a lot of retreading, a lot of plot focus, and just moving forward as quickly as we can. And it also feels a bit boring because that's all it is. There isn't much character development, and it's pretty much retreading old ground for the first 3 episodes. A bit of housekeeping. Linda Hamilton is completely fine in the role. She doesn't do much. I love Derek. I just love a horrible little boy in a TV show. I love it. Very 80s, big fan. And I like how Will has more to do in general, but we will get to that. And just real quick, can we stop flashing back to previous episodes? Like, we didn't forget. We get it. Like, that happened. Like, the characters can just say it out loud. It doesn't have to flash back to that. But let's get to the bit that I think everyone wants to talk about.
Surprise who?
Surprise, mother!
Episode 4. I mean, that last, what was it, half an hour was incredible. I hate to say this because I feel like that guy that just needs action in his media to feel satisfied, but it was the best part of the first 4 episodes. Now, the last half an hour of these 4 episodes is incredible. From the moment the Demogorgons show up, it's high intensity, great filmmaking, and just a real spectacle overall. There's a great one-shot that lasted really long. I actually can't believe how long it lasted. And you know me, I love a one-shot. Or you probably don't know me, I've only done 6 videos. And one of the biggest problems I have with the show is that the show doesn't take any risks at all. I mean, it's so scared to kill off its own characters. And it's also scared to take big risks. And this episode cemented that Stranger Things is willing to take big risks. I know people predicted this, but with Will getting Eleven's powers, it really is a big swing. I mean, it might fall on its face later on, but it is a big swing in the story. I mean, it changes the game completely. Also, bringing the sister back is a big swing because everyone hated those episodes. I loved that. Although I did predict it in episode 3. I know you're not going to believe me, but I did.
I don't believe you.
And Vecna puts his hand through someone's face. I mean, what's not to love? Everything about this was incredible. The gore was used to great effect, and having kids involved with that level of gore was a really big swing again. I loved it. Although there are a lot more Demogorgons out of nowhere, but who cares? Now, it is difficult reviewing this because obviously when the next episodes come out, this could all be terrible. But so far, this could really be a special ending. The biggest praise I can give the show is that by the end of it, I didn't want it to end. There were a few times in which I thought this episode's going to end now, and it didn't. And that really impressed me. I actually didn't want it to end at all. And I'm really looking forward to the next 3 episodes, is it? 4 episodes? Who knows? But yeah, Stranger Things. The first 3 episodes, you know, okay, not great, just setting up the world. It was a bit clunky. But that last episode really impressed me, and I'm really looking forward to see what happens next. Let me know what you thought. My name's Shaving Foam with the foam spelt wrong, and what?